Have you ever had a girl in your life where technically nothing is happening, but at the same time, it feels like something definitely is? You text constantly. She laughs at things nobody else finds funny. Conversations with her feel different than conversations with everyone else. And then your brain starts spiraling at 2 a.m. wondering, wait, does she actually like me? Or am I completely misreading this? Because here's the problem. Attraction is rarely obvious in the beginning. Most women are not going to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm into you. Instead, they do something much more subtle. They test emotional safety first. They drop small hints, tiny behaviors, little moments that seem innocent on the surface, but reveal a lot underneath. And if you miss those signs, you can spend months stuck in confusion while another guy notices them and makes a move. So in this video, we're breaking down 7 signs she sees you as much more than just a friend. And trust me, sign number 7 is the one most guys completely overlook. Before we jump in, understand this. One sign alone doesn't mean anything. Some girls are just friendly. What matters is patterns, consistency, repeated behavior pointing in the same direction. Because when a woman likes you, her behavior changes in ways she usually doesn't even notice. Attraction leaks out through attention, curiosity, and emotional investment. Sign number 1, she creates random reasons to talk to you. This is one of the earliest shifts. She sends you memes, TikToks, random updates, or something that reminded her of you. On the surface, it looks casual, but think about it. Why you specifically? She's not doing it because she has to. She's doing it to stay present in your world. These are small connection points throughout the day, little emotional taps on your shoulder saying, don't forget about me. And when this happens consistently, it usually means you're already occupying space in her mind without effort. Sign number 2, her replies feel different. It's not about speed, it's about energy. Even when she's busy, her replies don't feel dry or closed off. She adds detail. She asks questions. She gives you something to continue with. Compare that to someone who isn't interested. You get short answers, no curiosity, no follow-up. The conversation dies naturally. But when she sees you as more than a friend, she unconsciously keeps the door open. She gives you material to continue. She doesn't end the interaction, she extends it. Sign number 3, she remembers small details about you. This one is powerful because most people overlook it. She remembers things others forget. Something you mentioned once in passing, a stressful day, your favorite food, or a random story from weeks ago. And then she brings it up naturally later. That's not random. When someone is emotionally invested, your details don't get filtered out. They get stored. You become mentally relevant. And when she references those details, it creates something important. You feel seen. And being remembered is one of the strongest emotional anchors in attraction. Sign number 4, her body language changes around you. This is where things become more obvious, but only if you're paying attention. She leans in when you talk. She lightly touches your arm. She plays with her hair. She orients her body toward you without realizing it. These aren't conscious decisions. She's not thinking about it. It happens automatically when someone feels emotionally engaged. You'll also notice eye contact lingering slightly longer than usual. Not intense, just different. More focused, more present. Attraction often shows up physically before it's ever spoken. Before we continue, a lot of guys get stuck here. They notice a few signs and immediately dismiss them. They overthink, they hesitate, and they miss what's actually happening in front of them. But the next signs are where emotional investment becomes much harder to ignore. Sign number 5, she opens up in vulnerable moments. Especially late at night or during quiet conversations, she starts sharing deeper things. Stress, insecurities, fears, or personal thoughts she doesn't usually tell others. That's not random conversation, that's trust. Because people don't open up emotionally to just anyone. They do it with someone they feel safe with, someone they don't expect judgment from, someone who feels emotionally stable. And when she chooses you for that space, the relationship shifts. It stops being just casual interaction and becomes emotional connection. Sign number 6, subtle jealousy. This isn't dramatic jealousy, it's quiet, almost invisible. You mention another girl and her tone shifts slightly. Maybe she becomes quieter. Maybe she asks more questions than usual. Maybe she laughs it off, but something feels different underneath. Or she casually brings up other guys around her, not to brag, but to observe your reaction. Because at this stage, jealousy isn't about control, it's about relevance. When she sees you as just a friend, nothing changes. But when she's emotionally invested, even slightly, your attention suddenly matters more. Sign number 7, she talks about relationships indirectly. This is the one most guys misread completely. She won't say, I like you. Instead, she talks about the type of guy she wants, what she finds attractive, or what she could never accept in a relationship. And if you pay attention, you might realize she's basically describing you without saying it directly. Your personality traits, your behavior, your mindset. This is where most guys fail. They respond logically. They nod. They treat it like casual conversation. But in reality, this is often a soft test. She's checking alignment without risking rejection. Because if she sees you as more than a friend, she won't say it directly. She'll hint at it and wait to see if you recognize it. Now let's bring this together. None of these signs work in isolation. One moment can always be coincidence. A meme, a laugh, a casual conversation. None of that proves anything alone. But when you see a pattern, she initiates contact, keeps conversations alive, remembers details, changes her body language, opens up emotionally, shows subtle jealousy, and indirectly explores relationship dynamics, that's when the picture becomes clear. Attraction doesn't usually start loudly. It builds quietly through repetition, familiarity, and emotional comfort. And the truth is, most guys don't miss these signs because they're invisible. They miss them because they expect attraction to look obvious. But real attraction is subtle first, and only becomes obvious when you've already been paying attention. So if you're seeing multiple of these consistently, don't overthink it. You already have your answer. And the next thing you need to understand is when she's not interested at all, even if she seems friendly.